All right, class is back. Why do some people go quiet when you start to succeed? Why do some people go missing when you hit milestones? Let's talk about it. So some people just cannot celebrate your wins. I got to definitely touch on this one because most of my students are going through this. I have a lot of first generation, new to college, new to success, the one that breaks the mold. Now, here is the problem, and the problem only is, it is not that people can't celebrate you a lot of the time. It's that your success or your climbing a mountain oftentimes holds a mirror to somebody in what they might feel like they're lacking in their potential. So you decide to go to school, get the career, get the family started, all of the milestones that you normally go through. And you might have someone close to you that is basically just like radio silent when you're trying to get, gather the village to get excited for you, right? And the biggest thing is it makes them uncomfortable because they're looking at it as all the things that they didn't accomplish, or all the areas they're lacking, or the things that they feel stagnant in, right? It's kind of like it can be hard for a couple to celebrate, a baby shower if they've been trying and unfortunately they have not been able to get pregnant. It's a very hard thing, right? That's why I've always thought that it was super corny and lame whenever couples do like the April Fools were pregnant. And that's just a sidebar because you don't know what people are dealing with. So I just thought that was corny, right? And that's just my opinion. But with this, when you get successful and somebody gets quiet, a lot of the time it's because you're holding up a mirror that they didn't accomplish something, or that they feel like they did not go after what you went after, or it could be a lifestyle move, right? They just feel like they didn't get it, right? So it's not that they're mad, it's just that it's holding up a mirror to how they've been stagnant or they've been stuck, right? And another time where this happens is basically when people don't celebrate, and it's not a lack of love, it's just a lack of celebration because they never learned how to celebrate people without comparing themselves. I think social media has made this one of our biggest things, and that could be a whole nother topic for a whole nother time, right? But what I would say is that a lot of the time, it's not that they're lacking love for you. It's just, how can I do something when I've never learned how to do it without this, right? I've never learned how to celebrate without comparing. So if someone does something bigger than me and I'm comparing from this deficit, I just can't allow myself to really fully, be there for them. So that's something you're gonna have to go against, right? As tough as it is, a lot of the time people closest to us, they could be comparing, and it could be subconscious. They don't know they're doing it, right? And one thing is, I have a lot of students talk with me about this, and they'll kind of like pick my brain or ask for advice. I always have one general rule nowadays, and that is, do not shrink yourself to fit in a room. If you got to shrink yourself around anyone in a room, that's the wrong room, right? If you don't want to celebrate your wins because of how people are basically taking it, I would say to do so humbly, and you kind of have to know where people are, but also don't personalize it. Whatever they're struggling with, whatever makes them feel like they're not doing enough, that's on them. That's not on you as the one that's doing it. And the best thing I would say is that you have to reframe everything as data. Nothing is good or bad. It's only data, right? Someone doesn't celebrate your wins. They're not a villain. This is a piece of data in where they are and where you need to share. You might not share all of your successes. You might share certain categories, maybe to inspire them or maybe to motivate them, but you don't want to go overboard, right? So nothing is bad, nothing is good, everything is data. Now, when it comes down to the celebration factor, not everyone is going to celebrate all of your success. Not everyone knows how. When you're the first person to do something, you're often the trailblazer. You're leading a trail behind for the next people to go through. So the people that might have been ahead of you in the hierarchy, it could have been an older family, former boss, anyone like that, older friend, it could have been a previous mentor. Sometimes they don't know how to take it. So you have to let them deal with that while you deal with you. So like all of my classes, I hope this was good. I hope you got something out of it.